Oi, oi.
What's happening?
What is happening? I like how you left that.
Oh well.
Fuck's sake.
Here, I done well to fix it in fucking 60 seconds, didn't I?
Technical issues.
Surprise, surprise.
Everything was sweet until the last minute. Stop fucking about with wires.
I'm not moving out of the way. You freaking out now, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how's things been? I haven't seen you in a week.
No, I haven't seen you since last Sunday. I haven't spoken to you since last Sunday.
No.
It's been...
Oh, there she is. Zors is on time.
She made it.
She made it.
Welcome.
I was going to give you shit, honestly.
We were nearly not on time, so it's all right.
We were going to actually mail you when you didn't make it and start giving you grief.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Just sit in complete silence until you show up.
We're not starting a show till Zorza comes in.
It's been a fucking week, mate.
You fucking...
We're getting the attic re-insulated, so had to go through everything and fucking pull it out, and then I threw my back out. So it's been fun times.
Not good. Not good.
It's done. It's good. The big news this week, mate, and the big news in the music world. Snoop Dogg stopped smoking weed.
See, weed's bad, mate.
No, they don't
Weed
know if
is
it's a thing, a publicity stunt because he's bringing out edibles or what. But he put up a thing saying that he's spoke to his family and after request by them. Apparently, it's something to do with one of his youngest kids have just had a kid and they don't want him to be stoned around the kid all the time.
Imagine raising wee pussies like that.
But imagine growing up with your dad, Snoop Dogg, and you're like,
it's expected, mate.
Yeah.
You should fucking know. Tell you what, fair play to him though, because it's a hard thing to do.
Well, that's what is
like,
reported.
He can be
between 75 to 150 blunts
here,
a day.
Hold on, you're fucking way behind the times, Dave.
Why?
Because Georgia says he actually changed his mind.
I got with the program
to like today.
Yeah, I've been busy making music today. But right, well then, yeah, he's back on.
Hi, how's it going? Hope you're well. Welcome to the show.
What else has happened this week?
Fucking Christmas trees up, mate. Yo, Santa Claus is coming down.
Ours is going up on Tuesday.
I love Christmas, mate.
I can't see a point in putting the tree back up to the attic when I'm putting all the rest of the shit up after.
I suppose that's true.
So when everything else goes up, the Christmas tree will stay down and get put up.
Another thing this week, mate, that fucking Napoleon film's out on Wednesday.
Is it out on Wednesday?
Mate, it looks epic.
That's what we should do for our Christmas do. The Phase 2 Dice Christmas dinner. We'll go out, we'll watch Napoleon, we'll go and have a fucking steak dinner.
Me and her's already booked in on Friday. Like, we're going on Friday to watch it.
It's alright.
But we can still do it. Like, mate, I cannot wait to watch the fucking thing. Like,
it looks good.
Mate, pull up a new trailer.
You watched the trailer on it the other week.
There's another one.
Wrong one. I want to show you that there.
Go ahead, type it in. Mate, it fucking looks epic, mate. And mate, I've been waiting for about 6 months on this. It was about 6 months ago I showed the first trailer on the show, wasn't it? Mate, I've watched, go to trailer 2. There we go. This does, like, this is the film of the fucking year, like.
Where's your new one? There we go.
Yo, make us big.
General, we are discovered. Good.
Wait. I could act this trailer. Did you hear that song too? This is a whopper.
I'm not built like other men.
Generals gathered in their masses. Move along now.
Those in power only see me as a brute, unfit for higher office.
Just like witches at Black Masses.
But I follow in the footsteps of Alexander the Great and Caesar.
Evil minds and blood destruction.
If you look down, you'll see a surprise.
Wait, Josephine,
Once you see it, you will always want it.
Sorcerer of death construction.
You got like
Holding
Sally
me
for
up.
Napoleon.
I must warn you, I will
Didn't
not
like
lead a
both,
second
like-
command.
You don't like what
He didn't.
I will win by fire. I'm destined for greatness. I found the crown of France in the gutter and placed it atop my own head.
Ashes where the body's burning.
You want to be great. But you are nothing without me. Say it.
I believe I speak for all of us. We will all sleep again without this vermin.
Whose country are we in? Mine.
Mate, holy good fuck, that looks epic.
It does.
Mate, what a guy. Mate, see how Josephine's dog too, he poisoned it.
But see,
So he
see the
did.
thing with that, it's the same with all history. History is only wrote by the victor.
Well, Britain won. Britain knocked his continent,
Aye.
so we wrote it.
But
Mate, don't get me wrong. No why he's loved so much was because they used to call him the little corporal when he was the commander of the army. Just like they all fucking loved him. Like he see all the drummer boys and all. He would have brought them around the fire if they were cold.
bring them in,
Do you know what I mean? Whereas the rest,
warm them up before he gets them into the tent. Don't want them cold hands or up.
but he would have he was loved by them all because he would have walked about the tents and talked to people. No, where in that day and age, like Wellington and all didn't really do that there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They would have just, all right, you just have to do this. Where he was sort of getting into it. But mate,
Good man
fucking-
management. Is that what it
That's
was?
what it was. He was the first one to delegate things. So like say when they went to war, it was just usually your decision to make everything, but he would delegate things to people who were better.
Yeah.
So like he was a fucking innovator.
He would use people's strengths
Yeah.
to his advantage as
Yeah.
opposed to saying I know best.
Yep.
Fuck you kind of thing.
Yep. And it sort of went on after that. The same with but like for being who he was, he fucking loved Josephine, like, and she fucking hated him. She that was his true love, and she just didn't give a fuck at all.
So I went to war.
Aye.
I'll fucking show you,
He
Josephine.
poisoned her dog because she was having an affair and she loved her dog, and he sent someone to poison it.
Is this in the movie? You
Don't-
spoiling shit again, are you?
This is, if anyone knows anything about history, then there you go.
You're fucking always spoiling shit on this for people.
If you went to history class in school, you should know that fucking Napoleon poisoned her dog. She
What?
poisoned him with her dog.
Her fucking rat.
Oh, he's fucking stinking French cunt.
I'm looking forward to going and seeing it now. Man, Ridley Scott makes a good film.
Does, mate. And I was watching, like, see most of, like, there's very little, like, CGI stuff in it.
Apart from, blowing up the
Aye,
pyramids
but it's
and
like-
all the ice. And
But again, I don't know whether they made a fucking, like, a fake pyramid to do that. Because what he was saying was the only thing they really done was double people.
Mhm.
So, like, you couldn't have 50,000 people running down the field, but you had a few, like, 500.
Yeah.
Double them.
Yeah.
That was it. But
I know how CGI works.
that's what he said. I was watching the thing. He was like, "No, mate, all of it was real, kid." I was like, "Go ahead, big lord."
Yeah, for fuck's sake, it's one of these people again that goes down in history for doing some mad shit. I seen something actually today that showed the span of how much Genghis Khan took over, and it was more. It's mad how much of the world he actually conquered. Yet the Mongolian influence in modern society is very minimal, as
Yeah.
opposed to whenever Britain took over the world. There's a lot of fucking English speaking people, and a lot of there's the wee tribe in the jungle who celebrate
Aye,
the king.
Prince. It was the, what do you call him?
It was Charles,
It
but he's
wasn't
the king
Charles.
now.
It was the Queen's husband. What do you call him?
Oh yes, fucking that's what it was.
Aye,
I can't remember which
Prince
one.
Philip.
Yeah, that's it.
From call ourselves British.
I know. I call myself Northern Irish, mate. I'm not fucking British. I'm fucking Northern Irish.
I know.
Sit right on that fence. But
No, saying Northern Irish is actually.
but it's like you look at like the American influence on the world and the other ways like that. There, like how much Genghis Khan controlled of the planet, and yet in modern society, there's very very minimal.
Because we were
Mongolian-
nomads, really, weren't they? Like, they were just nomads.
Yeah,
fucking
apart from the fact that it was what is it, 1 in 3 people's
got his DNA or
Yeah,
something.
it's got his DNA, so, like,
that's some
that's-
bucking. Like
that's changing the face of the
that
earth.
is some amount of bucking. Like just think, every place he went, he was bucking 5-6 times a night. to get them sort of numbers, and then all his kids, and then his grandkids.
I did read as well that they've noticed in times of history when like the carbon dioxide level has dropped or whatever, and they've put it down to mass killings, and Genghis Khan's like the top 3, like that time period when he lived was one of the top 3 drops in carbon dioxide levels on the planet.
I
And I think
changed the
that's
footprint.
because he wiped out
So
so
many
many
people.
people. It's like, yeah,
That's
like
insane.
the world had more oxygen in it.
Look at that there. A lot of Napoleon's battle strategies are still taught in West Point over there in America. See, back then, right, people would have said, right, we'll meet at this field on this date.
Yeah.
And see if it was raining or something, they were like, oh no.
I fuck that.
Napoleon was like, he didn't give a fuck, but he could move. He had a great sense of like how quick it would take him to get 100,000 people from here to there.
Yeah.
So he was able to move around the battlefield dead quick, and he just cut the arm because it was like, it started off, there was 8 coalitions that fought him. So Britain was the mainstay in all of them,
Mhm.
but it took 8 of them to get him down, like the Prussians, the Russians, Austrians as well. And he would, whenever the armies were coming to meet, Napoleon would have split them in 2,
Right.
and took them apart one by one instead of fighting them all together.
So
Whereas the British were like, no, we'll meet here and we'll stand like men. That's a good story too. Wellington had a shot on him. See, in the Battle of Waterloo, before it even started, Wellington had a shot, and the sniper guy was like, we could hit him from here. And he was like, no, that's ungentlemanly.
Yeah, but
We knew
that was sort of the battle tactics. You didn't go and kill people in their sleep. There's like battle hours between this hour and this hour, and then we all go for tea and crumpets.
And then fucking went from that to dropping nukes on Japan.
So who do you think would win in a battle? Napoleon at his peak, or King Leonidas from the Spartans in the 300, who defeated the Prussian army?
Probably Napoleon, but that the Spartans are a good story too. Like Thermopylae, isn't it? That's where they met.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's crazy. History's mad. They sort of just went to shit after
We're
that.
back to being a history podcast again, aren't we?
That's the name of history podcast number 2.
3.
It is 3, isn't it?
We're always about the history.
Cheers, Napoleon. But I mean, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna fucking be loving it. Heller's not like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm going. I was like, okay, I'm going myself, whether you're going with me or not. And she's like, no, I'm definitely going.
See, that's
she's
why you
gonna
should
be
have went with somebody who was going to enjoy it, man. Do you know what I mean?
will go with you. I will 100%. We'll go out and
You're
get
like,
food
I
and
fucking
go with
go
you.
and see it 5 times. See, that's what I was like.
Friday
whenever-
on Saturday.
when Star Wars came out again, when the Force Awakens, I went and
We Jax is balls deep in Star Wars at the moment.
Is
Like,
he?
I see him watching Legos and all he's getting and playing the games and all.
yeah,
Loves it.
he's got good taste. Now. I went to see it came out, and I was working till late, and I went to see it in the Donald Cinema with my nephew and my dad at 9 o'clock, like the last showing. Went home, went to bed, and said to Nicole, I'm not telling you nothing, but your choice is I'm either going to rant to you or you get up and we go and see it first thing in the morning again. It's like, right, okay. And we get up, went and seen it. And it was the same person that I'd spoke to with my tickets the night before. It's like, you back again? I was like, I can't not see it with her. It wasn't even that good of a film, but it was just because it was new Star Wars. Like,
I know,
yes,
you had
I will
to.
go twice, no bother.
Fucking right. The only film I think I ever went to cinema to see more than once was Batman. Remember the one with Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, and Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Aye.
That was the only film
And
I can remember.
Robin was Robin.
Robin
in
was
it?
in that one. Aye. That's the only. And see, to be fair, that's why I liked it so much because I always liked Robin. And then, like, do you ever remember the old one from back in the 60s? Used to have on like
Not
Channel
surprised,
4 or
living on the
something.
Shankill, you used to like Robin.
Do you remember like back in the 60s they had the one with the word the wee stupid mask and it was like the war jammies, like the yellow.
Yes,
It
like come
was-
on with pow,
Pow.
zap, kazam.
It was on like Channel 4 or something to put it on like in the weekends. And
I loved that shit as a
I
child. like,
me too. But I always thought like this was in the 90s.
and the
It
it
was
was
from
always
the
like
60s. They
Oh,
were just
yeah, no.
repeated like all
Yeah.
the time. I was like, fuck me. I only found this out recently too. But
bollocks. Did you
that
actually?
film was the first film that had Robin actually in a Batman film. Because remember the ones with your man Michael Keaton and all? There's
Now,
George
see,
Clooney, wasn't it?
I never seen any real Batman films up until that one. I was never a Batman. I've never really been a big superhero kind of
Yeah,
guy.
I did like a bit of superhero in this. Like, but anyway, that Batman, I remember going. I need to go back and see that there, Mr. Freeze. And I remember it was like walking up. It was iffy if I was going to get in because of
that's right,
the
so,
age.
like, I was like 12 or something, wasn't it?
I was like, fuck. And I got in. was loving it. Batman and Robin. What did you call that one? Batman and Robin, did you?
Batman Forever, was it not?
Can't remember.
Let's see.
Old Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze. I remember having the Mr. Freeze toy.
From McDonald's?
No, from like the Batman series, and it had like a hood thing on it. No, the thing that goes over his head, and I lost it walking to school one day because that's one of these ones I had in my pocket going to school, and I lost the hood thing, and the toy was never the same again.
You're like,
and
you're
see,
dead
because
to
I
me.
still had the figure and I couldn't put the hood on, I never played with it, and I kept asking my man and dad to get me another one just for the hood thing, and they were like, "No, the figure's fine," and I was like, "You don't under fucking stand."
It's missing a part of it. It's not the same. It's like a clip. But see now, as a parent, you're obviously like, yeah, it definitely fucking is. The movie was called Batman and Robin.
And what day did it come out?
1987.
So I was 7.
I was 10.
Fuck. Didn't realize it was that long ago.
I know, but like if I said to you 2013,
I know that's
that's 10 years ago. Someone says the 90s to you, though, you think, it's like 10, 15 years ago. It's like, no, that was like 30 odd years ago, mate.
2013 was fucking year Jax was born. Like, that's 10 years ago.
Oh, that's nuts.
That's fucking mad.
But it just says, like, 2013, I was the other day there.
Who else is getting old in the chat?
We all are. My fucking back is. My mind went completely blank now. There was a funny thing that I seen during the week for all our Welsh supporters. So hold on to share this. This is a wee stick that I found.
You gonna get a wee bit of stick?
Oh no, I thought this was fucking class. I don't know. There's 2 funny pictures. Which one's this?
It would probably be the first one, would it?
That's the one there. So this is like a stick. What it says is, "This is a Welsh knot. It's worn on a rope. If a child is found to be speaking Welsh in school, they would be made to wear this around their neck and caned. You would get rid of this if you overheard another child speaking Welsh and then grasped them up, as it was then passed on to them and wore as a punishment. The child that had it at the end of the day was punished with a cane. The child with it at the end of the week was also punished with a cane. In the 19th century, the Welsh language was literally thrashed out of the Welsh. And if you ever wonder why not all the Welsh can speak Welsh, this is why. Because the English, when the Welsh people were in school, used to beat the Welsh out of them. Like, that is fucking mad.
Aye, that's life though, mate.
But again, history's wrote by the victor. You will not speak your language anymore, or we will beat the fuck out of you.
You'll be fucking getting detention every day.
Couldn't do that shit now.
No, fuck, you're not even allowed to touch you. You're not even to shout at kids in school.
Sorry, you're not even allowed to touch the kids now.
The
fuck happened
See,
in
I
your
was in
school?
school, mate. I get hit with fucking keys and everything.
I was
Right, Mr. Mills, anyone in the chat who went to our school will tell you, Mr. Mills would throw a bunch of keys at you if you were fucking about.
Like a full
Like
set
a
of
full
keys.
bunch of keys, and it hurt.
I would imagine so, mate.
And he would have went like at there and all time, our year head. Now, don't get me wrong, fella was dead on his fuck. We all respect him, but he was a fucking cunt.
He was tough but fair.
But none of us went and touted like, oh, he's hitting us. He's like, get the fucking stupid wee cunt. And all he would have said, right, well, you're our year head. He was a PE teacher. Like, I remember about, I don't know when would have been. Carl Frampton was fighting in the Odyssey, and I rocked in. The cunt was sitting in front of me, blocked. This was years after he was going, no way, Mr. Mills. He's like, oh, what's happening? All
You said poking my keys the whole night. Yeah, you dick.
But like that happened to us, and then you go back and you see other kids where some kids got their hair cut with scissors. What's worse than running with scissors?
What?
Scissoring with the runs. So they would have cut kids' hairs with scissors, and then they would have caned you.
That was brilliant.
Fucking hell.
I don't even care about the rest of your story. That was your joke was far better. Holy fuck, that was great.
Ari's teachers be different though. My technical graphics teacher would tell us a joke and hit us if we laughed.
Yep, that's what we call an Irish one. It's like, you find that funny, do you, dickhead? Whack.
Don't be laughing in my class, you can't. I know he did. Like Mel McMilsey would have cursed and all that. I remember seeing Miss Farquhar. She was like, so you had like a year ahead, and then like the counsellor in your year. Miss Farquhar was our counsellor, and she was fucking decent looking woman.
Yeah.
And me and my mate John McKinley were in her class for whatever reason. We must have been bad or something, and she was talking away. And we were sitting there, and she was bending over the table, and you could see her tit, mate. You could see her tit in the blouse, and I'm just staring at it. And John didn't see it at this stage, and he looks up and goes, "Where's the tit?" We see the shit we got in. I remember walking out of class, going to the principal's office, going to John, "Why the fuck did you say that?"
I mean, why would you say anything?
It must have been his first tit or something.
If anything, it is a quiet nudge
It's like,
and a nod of the
he
head
went,
in the
"There's a-"
direction.
Man, I swear to God, I was just walking down the corridor, like going, "What the fuck?" We had to go in and explain ourselves. And I just said to Mr. Keefe, the head principal, I was just like, "Wear a bra."
Aye.
Simple as that,
What the
man.
fuck happened?
I know.
I
Don't have the 3 buttons in your blouse done and not wear a bra and lean over a table trying to tell us what to do. It's as simple as that.
In my job that I'm currently at, in my second one. So whenever I start a job, like I like to figure out what I'm doing, get my routine sorted, and then I'll get into the banter with the rest of everybody.
That's it.
Like I listen
Work
to
it out.
what's going on, and I
Yep.
know who's the funny one or who's the one that I right. Okay, so you're the one we're all jumping on because you bite for a laugh and
Yeah.
that kind of one. So the first couple of weeks I'm learning my job, and there's obviously wee group emails go out and all this here. And I'll not name any names, but someone from the team sent out a message about this girl who used to work in the office on a Friday afternoon, and was like, "Oh Jesus, I'd go to jail for what I do to her." Right now,
Locker room talk.
he was friends with her as well, and it isn't something that he wouldn't not have said to her face.
Yeah.
Right. So he came in on Monday. I was the first person in because I'm a wee nerd and always like to be in first and all that there, right? Open my emails, and there was an email from some guy saying, "Don't think this was for me." I was like, right, okay. This guy's name was Paddy something, right? And then everyone else started.
Paddy Irish, man.
All right, Paddy, get you in trouble, man. We'll call him. So everybody else filtered in. Now there is another Paddy that was in our team at the time, right?
He was Paddy Scotsman.
And everyone was like, "Here, did you get that email? Did you get that email? Did you get that email? Did you?" And the only person who didn't get the email was Paddy in our team. So through all our powers of fucking deduction, we figured out that the person, I never said their name, the person who'd sent the email had sent it to everyone on the team, but sent it to the wrong Paddy, and sent it to Paddy, who was the head of HR for the whole business, not even just for our sector, for the whole business. And now this was before I really get into the crack with people, and we all got pulled in one by one to the office. "Did you see this email? Mm-hmm. Did you respond to it? No. Right, okay, off you go." I was like, how the fuck am I going to go home and tell Nicole that I get sacked from a job because someone sent me an email about a good looking girl in the office? What the fuck is going on here? So long and the short of it was, we all got told, right, don't be doing that again. It's like, well, didn't do anything. It was fucking him.
Oh, that's it.
But he then had to go and apologize. But he's like, "Here, fuck, it's nothing I haven't told you before, is it?" And it was all just sort of laughed off.
Aye, she laughed it off.
How
That's a good gal, her,
but
and someone needs to
fuck.
marry her. Did he marry her by any chance?
No, he definitely didn't.
No, did he do anywhere?
No,
So it was a waste.
he's got a missus and
Mate,
kids.
see you talking about cancel culture. Mate, see cancel culture for fucking UFC fighters. It just doesn't exist. Like,
Why?
they'll send this thing over.
You can't do two things at once. Like, you really let.
I was trying to. So there's a clip here. I sent you over. It's so funny, mate, and it's so mad, and he obviously knows her. I'm assuming, but like, see if this was anyone else, like, you would be in big shit, like.
Right. Okay.
So here we go.
Do we really want to be watching this?
Yeah.
Do I want to accept this?
It's funny, like.
See if you wanna
But it
explain
is
to
like-
Nicole about my search history now on this computer, being like, don't ever fucking worry about it. Like, see some of the shit that we've had to search for this.
I
shit.
see all them fucking Pornhub videos and all that. Don't you worry about that. It's Jason pulling them up in the podcast.
Jason putting the balls of himself on the podcast on the Patreon. We'll never done our usual beg for shit. Is it?
I know we didn't. But if you're watching this now, please like.
Send me that again. It didn't work.
Please like and share.
You're letting us down here.
Comment as well. Just comment an emoji. That will be nice as well.
Oh, do you want a wee emoji this week?
We should emoji.
You do a wee turd. Is that it? Let's see. Third time lucky.
Ooh.
I bet you this is shit as well.
Think so?
Well, I hope not. I hope it's worth it.
It's not. It is funny. Like, it's not. Well, I
Oh,
thought
look,
it was
you're
funny.
You're backtracking.
It's
already.
madness. It's
Right.
madness.
I've got a question.
Okay.
Have you ever been fingered by a MMA fighter before?
Finger?
Yeah, fingered.
No.
That's the interview.
What would it take to
To finger me?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about the same thing?
I've got a question.
Is he not a fighter?
Yeah, he's UFC fucking champion. He just won the heavyweight championship.
Right. Okay.
It used to be able to do that in the 90s. Like,
Won't be like, do you like fingers?
do you know, what's it in the park? We're in the park. Do you want me a finger? Okay.
Again, I'm gonna go back to the fact you were talking about touching kids, and now you're talking about fingering girls in the park. What age are these girls in the park?
In the 90s? Well, probably same age as me. Fucking 10, 11 in the park trying all sorts.
We've got evidence on you if you were born in the 80s. 80s.
Madness, mate. You couldn't, like, what the fuck?
I would never have asked that question.
No, I did, like, 100%. We were dirty bastards, mate. See them
Do you like getting fingered?
in the park. See how we feel park for all us we feel once back in the day, mate. It was great. The bandstand.
Where do you think that fucking poem
But
came
a
from?
2 litre of old English. There you go.
2 litre of old English and a stray finger. That was a good weekend.
Mate, you were going home and your fingers were like, no, you ever sit in the bath for too long? Fuck's sake.
That's fucking hot. See, speaking of fucking sports, did you see the weirdest person signed for Belfast Giants?
Why? Better check.
Petr Cech. He retired from football and went and started playing ice hockey over in England,
I think,
like for Oxford.
was that who it
It was,
was?
it was other team, like Cambridge, I think, first of all, and then he was playing for Oxford, and then they needed a goalie, and they were like, "Can we borrow him?" No, he's playing in Belfast. Like, how the fuck did he went from being in Chelsea?
Yeah, he's got fuck you money though. He can do whatever he wants.
That's true.
How's it going, Claire? Hope you're well. Welcome back to another episode. Please
Cheers.
like and share, everyone.
Yeah, do what Daddy Sergio asked, or he come round and finger you. So again, speaking of fingering, I think I might have discussed this a while back on the podcast, but I couldn't find the picture or anything for it, and it was one of those random things that popped up on Facebook the other night. So, talk about unfortunate promotion for something. So, no Susan Boyle.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to show you this picture, right? So I don't want you to look yet, and I just want you to read it, what you see it as, not what it actually is.
Right.
Right. So you close your eyes there. You be a good wee boy and close your eyes.
Close your eyes
Come
for
here.
daddy.
Get the fuck off me.
Do you want to milk a cow blindfolded?
Right. So look and read where my finger is.
Susan, Sue anal bum party.
Right. So that's actually Sue's album party, or Susan's album party. But
amazing.
it was obviously she was bringing out her album after X Factor or whatever it was she was on, and they were like, "Yeah,
that is
hashtag
like anal
Susan's,
bum party.
Susan's
was the
album party."
First thing I saw was the first thing I saw was bum.
Yeah, it's this bit. You're like, sus anal bum party. Like, what?
Aye.
That is the definition of a very unfortunate. How
Surprise
is, like,
us soon. Surprise us soon.
someone
anal
has
bum
not
party.
even approved that. They've just been hashtag Sue's album party saying, and then be like, oh dear, oh dear,
Or
what have I done?
it's better to think, mate, there's a load of dick kids sitting around a big table going, and the heist tie is going to be Susan album. I nearly said the same thing again. reading
Susie
it.
at a bum party.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Maybe they done it for a laugh, and there was actually just someone was up for an eye
She
joke.
does seem to be up for an old joke, her, like.
I thought you were going to say she's up to a wee bumming.
I heard she's loads of lube in her drawer, her bedside drawer. Fanny
Sorry,
stinks of-
Susan. I know you're a regular watcher.
If
of the
you
show,
ever
like,
want to
but
fire some vocals over Susan, we'll certainly use them.
did you ever hear the remix somebody done of her X Factor thing, Boilery Foilery?
No.
Fuck me, mate. This is musical god. While I find this, I find out since it's Christmas and all coming up. You know, Mr. Potato Head.
Yes.
Do you know that actually used to just be a real potato?
I didn't know that, but not once you say it, I'm like, I suppose.
Like, so it
Not
was.
actually surprised.
You got all the parts, like ears and the eyes and the hat and all that shit, but you had to
Put them in
provide your
the-
own spud, and you just shoved them in the potato.
Mate, do you remember the potato guns?
Yes.
Mate, potato guns. Holy fuck. I just remembered about them after all these years.
No, it's definitely not it.
It's an MMA fighter.
Boilery foil. I don't know how to fucking spell. Foilery.
Song.
Susie on a bum party.
Susan Bombardi.
Susan Boyle.
Her name's Susan Boyle. Her name's Susan Boyle. She has a bum party.
Her
Her
name's
f-
Susan Boyle. So this is the took her audition. I never thought we would be talking about Susan Boyle on this. We've matured.
We know her really well, actually. She's all right, isn't she?
Oh, she's dead.
Our good mate Susan. Like, Susan is a legend. Same as James Blunt. We're close with him, too. I'm right. They tagged him and everything.
Where did you hear this? This is awesome. Remember when she fucking, before we even listened to this, do you remember when everyone laughed at this woman? This wee scraggly woman walked out on stage and was like, I want to be a singer. And every person in the nation laughed at her, including all the judges. And then she belted out that I Have a Dream. And they're like, holy good fuck. What a set of lungs on you.
She actually made a career out of it, like.
Oh, I 100% she's full singer now. That's a great tune.
Copyright's going to rank this down on Facebook. Yes. Go ahead, big street. Yeah, got a bit of stage presence and all there.
Big bum lover.
Thank you for bringing that to the show, Dave. That was very entertaining.
Did you enjoy that? Did you? Aye.
We should do song reactions. We have done them in the past on TikTok, and people get quite hurt about it.
Yeah.
What do you call her? The Black Madonna or Black
The
Madonna?
Black Madonna. Oh, the wee video. Dick. Fuck off.
Fuck off, you stupid looking cunt.
The Blessed Madonna.
I was a
'Cause
Black
they
Madonna.
were going to cancel her because she was
Aye.
black and she's not black.
That's right. Remember that?
Mm. When the cancel culture was fucking.
She doesn't
rife.
like two dickheads from Belfast judging her, let me tell you. Cease and desist order and all from court came to her door.
Yeah, well. We got that letter and went.
In the bin.
That was fucking ridiculous, and she gets paid some amount of money.
I know.
Have you seen any of the reaction to Climax last night?
David sent us over a tune of yours and we'll judge it now. How about that?
Jesus.
David Braidson. Right, go ahead. You send us over one of your tunes and we will judge it right here, right now. Right here.
All right,
Right.
boys,
What
that-
happens if we send that over?
Did you have you seen any of the reactions to Climax last night?
I haven't, mate. No.
Everyone seems to. I've seen a mixed bag of reactions. To be fair, I've seen a lot of people giving off and saying it was naff. Deepak was terrible, and the rest of them were just meh. And then I've seen people
That's
just going
disappointing.
absolutely nuts, saying the TNT or the shit and the show tax better than Headhunters and all that there. But again, like, see, even the Planet Love now, everybody's raging. It's like, if Showtech's going to come back and play hardstyle, the first time they're going to play a full hardstyle set's going to be Climax. It's not going to be on the Boucher Road to Belfast.
Hmm.
If they're making their comeback, they're going to make their comeback at the fucking.
They're not. They're not coming back, mate.
the
They've
Gallery
been
Room.
paid fucking. On.
They are the Vidites that album that played it last night.
Is that right?
Well, they
Sorry, I
played
missed.
a lot of tunes from it apparently last night. 2024 next year. They're bringing it out.
Fuck, happy days, man.
So,
But what, like, they're coming back as the EDM scene that they're in is booming and the hardstyle scene's down.
they can dabble in everything.
I know, but it's insane. But maybe they know something we don't. I sent you his tune
Why did you not just send it to me on?
because it's a voice note.
That's all right. Or do I have to go on?
I just don't share the screen. Like,
But then people won't hear the audio.
if you don't share the screen,
Well, they'll hear it how we hear it,
that's
but
right.
they'll not hear it.
That's right.
Who's this?
When you guys come back to Swansea,
At this rate, next year.
never.
There's bound to be a way I can do this without.
No, to do. Hit play. See if we can hear it. Right, let us know. Can you hear this? See if they can hear it. I send the MP3. That'll be better.
Good shout. I like what I heard so far, though.
Yeah, an original tune. You want an honest reaction?
We can't say fuck all about doing remixes. Flat out on them.
Aye, fuck.
Flat out in the old remix, sir. It's like a fucking drug.
I mean, it's like fucking mixing cement.
What?
A mixer.
All right. I thought you meant that our mixing or the tunes were shit for mixing.
Aye, that too. Like, they're only good for listening.
Oh fuck! So's your man. I think it terrified the child.
Vocals too. Vocalist. Well, sorry, I don't understand what you mean. So he says, "Hey, I do originals." Vocalist too. Troops.
That's
You
good to
do
know.
you have a vocalist or are you the vocalist? Because we write some amount of songs
But it's just getting.
and we always need vocalists.
Yeah. I think it terrified the child last night. Didn't mean to terrify the child. I thought it was important wisdom to her. We're sitting there brushing the teeth and washing the face before bed. We're talking about how oxygen is made. It's like by us breathing in and out, we help the trees, and obviously the whole transfer of carbon dioxide and oxygen and all that shit. And after going through that, she's like, "Oh, so we shouldn't cut down the trees." I'm like, "Yeah, it's probably better that we save the trees in some way, shape, or form." She's like, "Okay." We just started holding her breath. I was like, "It's all right. Like, don't worry. There's plenty of oxygen to go around." She's like, "Oh no, I was just practicing holding my breath." Like, are you trying to ration the oxygen in this house in case you fucking die?
In case there's a nuclear explosion. I know, but it's hard to get their head around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even for me, it's like some days.
I
Did you see
like,
the
sometimes
fucking
I do think
Open AI news?
no.
The sacked your man Sam Altman.
Why?
I don't know. The board just stated to sack him. But what they're all saying is here that they think they've hit AGI, artificial general intelligence, and he didn't tell the board on time or when they wanted to know and they weren't happy. And now all the employees on OpenAI are like, listen, see if you don't reinstate him here, we're walking.
Maybe they have something that could potentially fuck everything, and he's the one standing in the way.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we'll sack you and
See ya.
do it anyway.
I saw him and his right hand man, whoever it was. But then Elon Musk started that OpenAI or that AI thing on Twitter. What do you call it? Can't remember what you call it. Greg or something. They call it something.
No
Craig.
idea.
But on Twitter, so like OpenAI, you have on Twitter now. You can just
Right,
bang
okay.
away, but it's not. It's Elon Musk's own one.
Right.
And they started it, and you have fun mode and normal mode. Like fun mode, so it'll fucking
It just
slobber
takes
to
the
you.
piss.
It'll slobber to you and all that.
Yeah.
But so or maybe no, I mean if Sam Altman I think him and Elon have a bit of an issue after because Elon, if it wasn't for Elon, OpenAI wouldn't have existed because he donated like 100 million, but he wanted like these regulations and he didn't want it to go public.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a private company thing, and I think that's what it was. I
I
might
use
be
it
getting that
for
wrong.
bettering business as
Yeah.
opposed to
And then Elon wants to start going public, which is why Sam's sacked, because once you bring your business public, even though you started the business, the board of directors decides.
yeah, it's a vote pretty
Yeah.
much.
So if like he still owns a lot of shares, obviously, but the board of directors have got the numbers to vote him out.
Yeah.
So it's only the last couple of days this all happened, but
It's like we let you keep your shares in this. However,
aye,
you're no longer an active member of this board.
Yep.
You can come in here, you can play with your toys in the corner, but as for making it actual
no,
business,
he's gone, mate.
no, I know, but
Complete-
that's
aye,
what I mean. It's like, you can
completely
just
gone.
sit there and whatever, but no.
He's oh, I mean, it's mad, but the more I've been reading into it on Twitter is like people are saying, listen, like all evidence here is pointing towards they've cracked AGI because of the things he said over the last
What's the difference between AGI
artificial general intelligence? It's got consciousness. It's
and that's what I mean. But
yeah, it's sentient.
but that like what how if we the creator of AI don't understand what consciousness is, then how can a computer system created by us have consciousness?
I know. I don't
Like
know.
if we don't understand consciousness, how can a computer have consciousness? It might have an awareness that I am a computer, the way we know that I am a person, the way an elephant probably knows that it's a fucking elephant. But
Yeah.
it doesn't. Like, what is consciousness?
I know. I don't. You know what it is, but you don't know how to explain it.
Aye, it's like love. It's one of
Yeah.
these weird things. It's like, it's there, the thing you feel. However, what the fuck is it? It's like fucking breathing. I mean, there's air fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Not
it's,
in here. It's smoked out.
you were saying to me before we went live that Ableton 12's out, or it's coming out.
Yeah. Let's check that bad boy out.
I didn't even know that Ableton 12 was coming out. So it'll be interesting. How long has it had 11 for? Has it been that long?
No, it hasn't been that long. Like this is and it's not
11
I
whenever
think
it
it's
came out.
for
didn't
us
it?
the upgrade to the suite. It's only like a ton. Where
Aye, but-
normally it was more like it
Yeah.
was normally it was a couple of hundred to upgrade to the suite after.
But we've always, since we went legit, it's always just been pay the upgrade as opposed to buying the new one.
I well we used to just have Ableton Studio or something, and then we upgraded to the suite because you get a lot of extra stuff in
Yeah.
it. Like, but it's definitely worth it. But again, as I say, the upgrade to this, I think it's only like a ton for us. Whereas if you're buying a brand new, it's 5 or something or 6.
Let's see. Jesus, it's like my wet dream.
I have the same sound feature looks cool like that. 2 similar files. We'll show you all the places in your library. Yeah. Don't be putting on that colour. This is the stuff. big operator, isn't it?
Yeah.
You were talking with Shugs about this recently. I thought we were saying no excuse at all, like, really. It's just one make a point. Just have to have an idea.
That looks
There, look at their wires, you fucking wankers. They have wires behind their desk, alright?
Oh,
That's Ableton.
Is that still a sore spot for you?
Uh,
Really? That looks class.
does, doesn't it?
It really does.
Obviously, what people have the beta version. I signed up to the beta in 11 and got it, so I
Yeah.
probably could get it there. Like, but yeah. See if you watch your YouTube videos on it, they take you through like they're 12, 15-minute videos where they take you through all the new features. It's cool, like, and it looks good for writing melodies and stuff. There's a bit more stuff there to help you.
I'll definitely have a look more into that
Look
after
into
this.
it, check it out.
No need to take you all down that rabbit hole.
And then,
No, there definitely looks like there's some cool features there. Still a lot of shit in Ableton we don't even use. And there's more than enough to keep you going.
mate, I know this is the thing. See, we're making dance music. Like, all you really need is a synth.
Yeah.
Some sort of synth, serum, an EQ, preferably one that does dynamic EQ as well, a compressor.
Sorry,
Yeah.
calm down, Adam. Fuck's sake.
I know.
Fucking away and readjust the frequencies in your brain.
And
We
the
are 200
frequencies,
BPM
when
noise.
fucking adjust the frequencies in your track, for fuck's sake.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us again, man.
It's good to
Hope
see
you're
you,
keeping
brother.
well. I know that it's yeah, as what we're talking about with Shugs, there is really no excuse.
Nah, there is no excuse. But, well, there is. Like, now you still have to do it, most of it yourself. But, like, even, like, so, see all the isotope stuff? You click one button and you have, like, a fucking great, not a great, you have a good starting point for a master.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't even need to. Like, I used to do the master and chain all by myself. See, now I will stick isotope on, get to where I want to be, and then I'll add maybe a capital compressor in if I need to, a limiter. You know what I mean? I would take the maximizer off and then start working that way. But it gives you a good start.
Yeah.
Neutron 4. See if you have a bass, you can stick Neutron on and fucking use the AI thing, and it'll make your bass fat.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect right out the box. You still have to understand what you need to do after that, what
Aye, but
frequencies to
starting out
cut.
and stuff,
Starting
yeah.
out, people, if you're only learning, obviously I know what I'm doing because I've done it all previously before. Nectar 4 as well, whatever, I think it's 4 off isotope. You put it on a vocal, it'll make the vocal sound magic.
Yeah.
Now, that's now. What about 5 years down the line?
There's actually something I seen the other night, and I was just flicking through, and then I was meant to write the name down, but I forgot. But it's kind of like ozone, things like that. They're like the layer of it, but it's also like a chat GPT kind of thing. So you set this up and run your track through it, and then it comes back and says, okay, well, all your synths are either too high or too low, and should do this. All your percussion levels are this and this.
Yeah.
And it runs through the whole track, and then once you do it, then it'll start saying, right, okay, this is now sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe focus on taking this higher and lower. Like, you're literally having a chat with AI telling you what to do.
Yeah. That's
It's
what
nuts.
some of that ozone, that isotope stuff is like. Same with Soothe. Soothe 2 right in there.
Sue too.
I Soothe. I haven't seen this now, but Shugs was telling me about this the other week, and I was like, right. And he says it's magical, like.
An EQ.
So it's an EQ, but what does it do? It's an AI EQ, I think. I'm pretty sure. Is there a video? Fuck off. Wankers. You.
Sure that. You get too giddy there, Jason. You get too giddy.
Don't have my wee buttons.
It's alright though. I'm getting fucking good at doing fast.
Have y'all heard of Soothe? Here's the real savior. This is Soothe. Charlie Puth told me about it. I love Soothe.
Man, that's good. Boy, do I love that plugin. For me, the digital stuff is kind of like a zoom in on all the best parts of analog.
These videos,
using that to take some of the peaky stuff off the top.
Now, this plugin has not left my vocal chain since I found out about it.
Oh, and then
how much them puppets cost?
Oh yes, Soothe.
Soothe,
my favorite plugin.
The cheapest one is like 450 quid.
Alex,
I swear to God, because I was actually thinking of getting two made for a laugh for dice.
Yeah.
And doing that as like fucking, you could sit here and be like, ha, and like as a gimmick. I was like, I ain't paying that fucking money for a puppet. Like, do you know what I mean? You could do like pre-recorded sets and just have them up like this here. But then I don't think my back would hold out for an hour on their table.
Most useful plugin I've ever come across. So good.
Soothe is a great plugin that I use.
I'm using it mostly on vocals. Once in a while, I'll use it on an aux,
dynamic EQ.
a drum aux or something like that.
Just to take out a little bit of the resonant frequencies.
I always pick up Soothe.
This is such a game changer.
Just people say
Go forward. Just skip forward a wee bit there.
Sets for vocals.
And it fixes stuff.
It saves me so much time and effort.
Just to make sure that
that was the biggest waste of time.
Fucking right it was.
Sorry for letting you all down there, guys. That was.
There's someone says there. David says that he uses Soothe 2 on his vocals and master.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I am.
What is it? Is it just a dynamic EQ? But is there AI functions in it, or is it just like a Pro Q? Because I use it the dynamic functions in Pro Q3 regularly, like, but I have to do it all by ear.
It is AI. It's gonna if we don't all die in the next 5 years.
It's the same with that bass room too. That bass room like sort of just cleans up your low end easily.
So it's toilet roll.
But and I don't even know what it does. Like I've used that plugin doctor on it and see the curve it gets you on the waveform. It's like I've never seen it before in my life, so I don't even know what it does. But for some reason, we're between 30 and 100 hertz. It just fucking tidies it up.
Yeah,
and it's AI too.
Smart.
You know what I mean? Like, it would take you ages to fucking get your low end sounding so tight with anything else. Like if you were just using compressors and EQs.
And then you just have this game changer that comes in. It's like somebody.
Be good if they had 1 AM for a fan, yeah. Getting it so tight.
Like some medieval torturing device. Just
the extra stitch.
Oh, Jason.
The husband stitch they called it, didn't they, back in the day?
I've no idea.
That's what they used to do. Seeing they were stitching them back up, they would sage one extra one in there to make it tighter.
Fuck away.
Sort of go on, take in the extra stitch. The husband stitch, actually.
No way.
The first thing comes up.
The husband stitch involves adding a surgical suture to tighten the opening of the vagina for a partner's sexual satisfaction. Oh my good God. It is often done without consent. There's no
apparently they used to go to husband. Want the husband stitch? Like, you know, wink.
There's no scientific evidence supporting the medical necessity of this practice. Bollocks. Is it illegal?
Probably not. Like, should be.
It's considered malpractice, and all other doctors should be sued for performing this surgery. Well, I'm glad we cleared that matter up before we went any further. Fucking hell, that's a bit mad.
People are mad, aren't they?
How the fuck have we went from talking about AI making music to fucking extra stitches in your funny? Like, what is that about?
My brain's chaotic, man. I heard clean up or tighten the low end, and I was like, tighten the low end.
I'll tighten your low end, low.
I'll tighten your low end with an extra stitch, low.
Sorry. We got fucking sidetracked there.
We got side-tranced.
Did you any questions considering you forgot to do them?
I think we got one or two.
No, did we? Did you? Oh.
We got two.
Oh, fuck.
I should have done it earlier.
I know.
Right, so
at least
Flaxka Cities says, what new artists do you think are making a big impact on the scene, both local and internationally? Locally, we Distorted.
Yeah.
He's going to rack the...
Distortion?
I was going to say it. I was like, nah. He's going to rack the up-tempo scene. Wee man's got what it takes.
Yeah.
So Yep, I think watch him out locally. I think Snatch is going to do well too from the UK.
Yeah,
he's
Snatch
starting to
gain
gain
some traction.
Traction, yeah.
I think Intershock are doing very good for themselves now.
Yeah,
and Subversion.
Yeah, it goes without saying, like they're both doing really good. Subversion, I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. I should just keep my mouth shut.
just say nothing. But internationally, like I'm terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really listen to music now. Because of making music, I like my downtime to just be podcasts and silence. Sometimes I'll actually go and walk the dog and put my headphones on, and not listen to anything, and just be like, nothing. It's nice.
Yeah. No, I just listen to podcasts too, man. I don't listen to music much. Well, the only thing I do in my spare time now is fucking watch YouTube videos on how to improve. That's about it. Like, but I agree. The only music I listen is music we get sent for shows. And again, you don't really study it. I click through them for like 2 seconds. Go, that sounds alright.
But that's
stick that in the playlist.
That's what the problem with music is now. Like people used to really appreciate music because, like, you would have saved up your money. You would have went to a record shop and they would have let you listen to it on vinyl or on CD. You would have met other people there and discuss, oh, here, fuck, is this one good? Or somebody would have been like, oh, here, the new album from that, whatever, check it out.
Just got this one in the day.
Yeah, but people would have really appreciated it because it's a hard-bought thing and they really enjoyed it, and that was that. But now, like, we're all guilty of it. You get a tune, you skip through it, and if you don't hear something that you like within 2 seconds, no, don't like that. There's just an abundance of shit. People don't value music the way it was valued.
We get fucking loads of tunes sent is on promo and stuff, and even whenever you're looking for tunes just to play in the sets that you don't get sent, we if something, and you have to keep this in mind too, because this is what the big labels are like too. When you're sending music to them, they're gonna flick through.
Yeah, you've got 20 seconds.
That's what you probably need to just don't put send the full tune, send the best 30 seconds of your tune, and rate that. Listen here, there's the thing to listen to. There's the full audio file.
I'll save you the time.
And that will, like, see if someone done, like, because when you're getting promos off like promo box or fucking wherever it is you're getting it from, you're listening to them, and that's what it's doing. The artist is actually suggesting the best part of the track to listen to, so you can only listen to like a minute off the bat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they pick, obviously, or the label picks where to listen to. That's the way to do it. But if you don't have something that grabs my attention right away, I'm skipping. Like, I'm literally going on the next one.
But that, again,
the next one.
There's no value to music anymore, and that's the problem.
It is. It's the market's saturated.
And it's very off.
There's so much shit music about, like.
I know we've made most of it.
Even whenever I used to run the label, like, the music was all terrible. And like it was so easy to put out.
Yeah.
Put out everywhere.
And that's it. But people accept that as what music is.
Yeah. I remember getting fucking tracks that were doing well in the track down Top 100, going like, now looking back, going like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? Like,
that was it.
You did too. Like, you had a couple done all right on the label. Like,
Oh,
and you were like, fucking hell. People are mad.
Listening back.
But also, people did support us.
We should do that one evening. We'll go for an I'll trip down memory lane and listen to all the releases off Infusion Records.
Do that next week.
From back in the day.
We'll do what we did. Remember we done on TikTok a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
We went down.
But you might get hit with fucking
copyright on our own tunes.
Yeah. It's not the first time it's happened.
The ones but the ones recently will probably get hit, like the older ones shouldn't.
The Candy has asked, do we have any shows that we're playing in February by any chance?
Yes, there will be shows in February.
Not that we can say.
Yeah.
But there will be somewhere.
February's a bit ropey too, like, because it's usually in the UK, January and February is rough.
Yeah, because you're just coming out of that 17-week January between fucking pay in December and pay in January.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
See, that's symmetric. They fucking 75% sold out in there in January. Like, that's something going. Like, January's a rough one. Like,
yeah,
fair play, lads.
Get the tickets now, and then it doesn't matter if they don't show up, which is unfortunately what the case is now.
Here, let's show you something.
What's the second question that you got?
I don't know.
Oh, no. I've just had an exclusive. You guys can't see it.
The second question. So, just to confirm, Weak Distortion, and Snatch, Enter Shock, and Subversion. They're the ones to watch out for in the scene locally and in the UK. That if you wanna follow people who are on a rise, they are the ones.
Yeah.
And then the second one is Water Wet from Anthony Elliott.
Is water wet?
It's not. Water's not wet. 100% not wet.
No. Right. Explain your answer.
No, wetness is whenever like you come out of the water, but water is not. Google it. Ask Google, is water wet? I would put my life on that it's going to say no. What do you think, folks? Water is not wet. There you go.
Because wetness arises from the interaction between a liquid and a solid surface. In other words, wetness is a property.
So once you come out of the water, you're wet because of the water and your thing. Water is not wet. Told you. Did you not go to school? You were gonna fight me on that there too.
I did go to school, but fucking water, like, yeah, I would consider wetness. Once you're in water, you're wet.
No, once you come out of the water, you're wet.
When I'm in water, I'm wet.
No, you're just submerged in water when you're in there. Like.
No.
Yes, when you're in the water, like so, like if you're in water,
if you're in water, you're wet.
But
you're wet because you're in the water.
Yeah, when you come out of the water, you're wet. Because...
No, but when you're in the water,
you're wet. Right. So if there's a
like
stone,
when I take my arm out of the water, my arm is wet because it's been in water, and it's wet when it's back in the water.
It is wet because we believe it is. So it's wet to you. No, but yeah, do you not understand? When you come out of the water, you're wet. When you're in the water, you're in water. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with a brick at the end of the. See, whenever the sand.
What?
The sand is not wet until the tide comes in, or the sand's not wet until the tide leaves. The sand is just in the
fuck. Sorry,
the sand is just.
I'm not
water.
thinking about water there. I'm more trying to think of why the fuck you're using sand to try and fix this problem. If I can't figure out us, how the fuck am I going to wrap my head around sand? Because if you dig deep enough, sand's always wet.
Yes. It's if you dig deep enough, sand's submerged in water.
Jesus Christ!
The sand is in the
water.
water.
Is this what we've got to tonight? Arguing whether sand's wet deep enough.
Tell you what, it's a fucking great question though, because we got we bit of a discussion.
It's not though. Like once you are in water, you are wet. You are in water, but you are wet.
A cereal is stew.
No. I get bullied about what I say. So
is cereal wet when it's submerged in milk?
Because it's milk, because that's different. Then
I wouldn't drink out American milk. Not a fucking chance.
Right, if you were going to get cereal, right? If you wanted a bowl of that item, what would you say? How would you say it? I'm going to
have a bowl of cereal.
Right. So I say, right, I'm gonna go and have a cereal. That's it. Nothing mad about this, but I've spent. For the last maybe 15 years, people bully me about this.
It is. What are you going to do? Put it on a plate? You can bring a box.
No, that's what it normally is. It's like, are you going to have the whole box of cereal? It's like, no, I'm just going to have a cereal.
Dip it in the fucking
but every
glass of milk and a box of cereal, and he dips each one in.
Right. But everybody knows if you're having a cereal, you put it in a fucking bowl. I don't need to tell you the fucking. Oh, at 9:45, I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal.
I'm gonna back you up here. Actually, I would say I'm gonna get some cereal.
I'm gonna have a cereal.
I don't eat cereal. I haven't done for years. But I would say I would say to the kids, do you just want cereal for breakfast? So I'm going back.
I would know that. Do you want cereal for breakfast? Is offered the full item. I'm assuming these are all smart enough to realize if I'm having a cereal, I want it in a fucking bowl. Like if I said to someone, yeah, I'll have a cereal, and you presented me with either the box or a fucking plate or cup with cereal in it, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, you retard? I'm sorry, but like if you don't understand that when you say you want cereal, it goes in a bowl and you present it.
I'm going to make a guess here. What? I'm going to guess that the reason people call you out on it is because you get so emotional about it.
It's because
nobody gives a fuck.
It's because I eat so much cereal, and then they're just like, "Why do you not just say a bowl of cereal?"
A cereal guy, huh?
I love cereal, man.
Cereal killer.
A musical serial killer, man. I love cereal. Fucking love cereal.
I'm not, man. don't think I ever was. I think when I was a kid, I used to eat cornflakes with a fucking box of sugar on it.
Oh yeah, no. If you're having cornflakes, you need to have half a packet of sugar. There was back in my party days. I lived for 2 weeks on just Cocoa Pops. I lost 2 stone.
I love your style. There you go. She eats it out of a mug. She's having a mug of cereal.
The fuck? Who the fuck has a mug of cereal? I'm
sometimes with Baileys. Nice. So not only are you a weirdo, you're drinking. You're an alcoholic.
If you put Baileys and
Baileys
and Cocoa Pops,
looks like
chocolate Baileys.
What?
I never liked Baileys until I went to Lanzarote with a cooler in the chair.
What's the weirdest food combination
that I've had?
Well, or even some of your mates or something. I'll tell you mine, right? So see, I like digestive biscuits with a glass of milk. But see, instead of dipping the digestive,
I get what you mean by your question. I was off on a different thing, thinking, what's like a weird dinner or something that I've had. Right?
But see, instead of dipping, I do this with tea too. See, instead of dipping the biscuit into the milk, what I do is take a bite of the biscuit and then drink the milk. So it's just, you know what I mean?
So instead of dipping, you're
you're
raw in the biscuit.
I'm like, what the fuck? So eat the biscuit raw and then drink the milk. Also, another weird one.
It's like having a fucking spoonful of dry cereal and then a sip of milk and shaking your head.
Whenever I used to go fishing, there was a wee. There was a wee.
Hold on, no. We're not sidebar that. Do you actually do that?
Instead,
if you're having biscuits and milk, you will, instead of dipping, you will take a bite
and then drink. Because you can get more milk in your mouth, so it then tastes like cereal.
Do you ever use fingers as straws? Chocolate fingers?
Have done,
or Twixes?
Know what Demons have been using recently? Heller got custard creams with chocolate over them. So it's custard creams dipped in chocolate.
Right.
And they bite the ends off them. They're about that size.
Can I just again interject here? But like, you're a family of diabetics. We have custard creams covered in chocolate.
I don't get me wrong, it's not every day. But I should, and then they would suck it up through with the milk.
Right.
So secondly, whenever there was a wee place where I go fishing where you go and get a fry and all.
Yeah.
Some days I would just go in there and get a fry, but other times I would just bring a a muffin with butter on it,
right,
and put a pack of ready salted in the middle of it when I was out there.
You heathen! The only thing that should ever be inside bread is potato, cheese, and onion.
I've done that too. I've put Monster Munch in too.
Who the fuck puts Monster Munch in a sandwich?
Most of the time, it's ready salted though, and I would go to Tesco's and buy the cheapest ready salted. And whenever I know I'm going out fishing all week, I'll just keep them in my bag, and then just bring 2 muffins with me. And I would sit there and just on the edge of the lake and just go, great.
Do you know what? I'm going to tone mine down because I've just realised that I'm about to tell you a few truth bombs about what I eat.
My son, mayo on everything, even beans.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't even
know.
know.
Louise, you show him this and tell him that.
What a weird colour.
No,
that would be awful.
Kids, when we were on holiday, so see at lunchtime in the hotel, we'd have just got a big plate of chips. No, just we bite to eat before we went out for dinner.
Yeah,
we would have put it down, and they would have got another plate, filled half a plate with mayonnaise and half a plate with red sauce, and they would have went dip in each one. And by the end, the plate was that colour.
Your children are monsters.
I thought that too. Aisha will dip her chicken nuggets in the fucking milkshake and eat it.
Have you ever dipped a McDonald's chip in the McFlurry?
No, but they will do that.
Do you know what? It is the shit. Like, it really is.
They keep telling me this, but
do you know the only reason I did it, mate, was because people told me for so long. I was like, right, I'll keep you fucking happy, and I've done it out of anger. And see, once I tasted the chip and the ice cream, I was like, oh shit, I've got to backtrack on everything. I've just said
they will do it with milkshakes. But Aisha will literally ping open her fucking milkshake and the chicken nuggets and just eating it like red sauce.
Yeah.
I know, mate, it's fucking disgusting. Heather does it too, man. That's where they got it from.
Right.
Now, let me also preference this. Heather never done it until the kids were old enough. So, like, she knew I would have fucking kicked her out if I had knew this was happening 10 years ago.
Someone to back her
She'd have had no kids.
Yeah. She's got someone to back her up. Yeah.
Next minute she's doing it. I'm like, I've been with you for 16 years. I've never seen you do it.
I think I've been waiting. That's love right there.
That's a McDonald's. I've been going to McDonald's on my own. I've been sneaking McDonald's behind your back.
Just sitting in her car in a car park, milkshake and nuggets.
Hello, love, where are you? Oh, I'm on my way home now. Traffic's bad.
All them nights stuck in traffic. There's been a fucking accident, Jason. Took her an hour and a half to get a 15-minute journey. Fuck off.
All just so she could dip her chicken nuggets in the milkshake.
Yeah, right. So the weirdest one I've heard from someone is that they used to like apple and Mars bar sandwiches.
Right.
Now I've never tried it.
No.
And it has to be green apples, can't be red.
Right.
And I was like, right, that's fine,
weird.
But that's how do you even?
Do you ever have a battered Mars bar?
No.
Surprisingly good, look.
Yeah, but how do you stumble across?
Mate, it's surprisingly good.
No,
I went to Rangers.
I get that. That's just something me being drunk. I'd be like, here, batter me a Mars bar.
Uh,
In what fucking world? Because it can't be out of fucking poverty because you're affording Mars bars and apples, and it can't be out of fucking boredom because who the fuck wants to do that? But someone has went here. Do you know what's great? An apple and Mars bar sandwich.
No, that's I don't. The textures are completely off for me. Like
no, right. So, I really enjoy eating raw potatoes.
No,
swear to God, if you've got spuds in there and peeled it, I'll eat the fucking whole heap. Love a raw potato, man. Love it.
You must have came straight from the famine.
No, me and my
people like you, why the famine happened.
When I was a child, I used to get in trouble because my mum and dad would cook or like cut up loads of raw spuds for dinner and throw them in a wee glass bowl and fill it with water so they stayed fresh. By the time dinner came, they were just gone because I just kept running in and pinching them and eating them. They're like, will you stop eating the fucking
Is there not too much starch or something in that for you?
I don't know. I love them though.
I'm not going to judge you on it.
I love eating lemons, and I have once when I was really, really drunk. When the barman wasn't looking, jumped over and stole a lemon from behind a bar and took it home, peeled it, and ate the whole thing in front of Nicole. And see the next day how sore my fucking mouth was from all the acid burns, mate.
I don't know what that says. It says raw potatoes can give you
botulism.
What is that?
It's some disease. Well, do you know what? I've been eating raw potatoes for 36 years, like a famine victim, and
that explains everything to me.
Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I've got botulism. Like
you don't have a bad back. You've just had too many raw potatoes.
Let's figure out what botulism is. I love eating cooking apples, but when they're rock hard and they're really raw or really sour, and gooseberries, but they have to be green. And they have to be able to break a window that hard because they're just the crunch.
What's a gooseberry?
A gooseberry is something you make like a jam kind of thing out of, but you're meant to wait till they're like purple and really, really squidgy and soft to make it. But if you get them when they're green, they are rock hard and they are bitter as fuck. But they're
the
great.
better shit. I'm such a plain Jane when it comes to anything. Like.
Well, sure, I let you have them sweets on the show. Them fucking acid
I
sweets.
had to top out.
What is botulism? It's a rare but serious illness caused by a toxin that attacks the body's nerves and causes difficulty breathing, muscle paralysis, and even death. Shit, I could have botulism.
You definitely could. Your muscles are always.
My back and chest aren't fucked. Like it's just I eat far too many raw potatoes.
Candy, I think you should be getting the medical insurance for this Dave fella here because I think you just worked out what's wrong with him. It's not arthritis. It's fucking botulism.
I need fucking Arthur to write us a letter at this fucking stage, made a doctor's note. How did we even get onto that? Oh, that was water's wet. How the fuck do we get from water's wet to that?
That's the good thing about this show.
Jesus.
Well, we'll wrap her up, man.
On that fucking
that bombshell.
Yep. All right, Jeremy Clarkson.
Well, no, everyone, thanks for listening. Go check out all the pages, phase2.co.uk, d1ce.co.uk, and we'll see you again next week. Next week, what we'll do is we'll go through all our old music. It might be a problem on Facebook because it may pull a stream on Facebook because of copyright, but we'll be able to fight it after. So probably best
enjoy the silence.
Probably best watching it on YouTube next week. But we'll go through all our old tunes.
Yeah,
from the first one till.
Well, from the Infusion days till now.
From the Infusion days until the Dice days.
Okay.
That an hour should do that. Like.
Oh yeah, it'll be more than an hour.
Aye.
I couldn't even get them in the fucking mix in an hour.
We'll do like 30-second clips of tunes or something.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks, everyone.
Guys, have a good week. See you next week.
Peace.